The North Coast Athletic Conference wrapped up the Branch Rickey Mentor Program for the 2016-17 academic year on April 13th at Ohio Wesleyan with a special event that brought together the mentee and mentor pairs from across the league for two different panel discussions. The first panel was made up of 4 former Division III student athletes that are now coaching within the division in some capacity. The second panel was then made up of 4 current Division III athletic administrators who also spent their playing days within Division III. This event provided a great opportunity for the mentees to hear the stories of how each panel member carved their career path from a student athlete in Division III into their current professional position within the division.
And the coach actually said to me, Seth, I know you have potential, but I need something now. And that really stuck with me. And I was like, wow, so at that point I was like, I've got to make sure I pull out all the potential of myself and do the best I can.
Fast forward, this is 10 years later, I'm still at Allegheny. So the important thing that I think is great is that, it's the connections that you make along the way with people that can really help you and really lead you to the job of your dreams. I mean, I wouldn't trade this in for anything. I feel so fortunate for everybody who helped me along the way.
I'll never forget this. Frank Amala was my defensive back coach. He told me to stop trying to be perfect. And that struck me. He told me he think I could be a pretty good coach. And he didn't say athletics, he said life coach. He goes, look at everything you've been through, and you're only 19, 20. And that's where I knew. I said, this is what I want to do, because I really started looking up to those names that I just mentioned to you. And I take this coaching thing a little bit differently. But the word coach to me, that gets me emotional, because it's bigger than athletics and this jumping, this shooting, these carrying these footballs and those things. That is a title, man, that I take to heart, because that's something I told myself I wanted to earn, because I was lucky. I had some great coaches, and even though they weren't perfect, I learned something from all of them. That's why I say they were great coaches. And I love about them, they would tell me things that I didn't want to hear all the time. And to me personally, that's a true mentor.
And every coach up here has said it. The thing that I love the most about my job is seeing our student athletes graduate and be successful in their jobs and get married and have kids and have those relationships and just be successful people in life. Like, that's so cool. And I've been a part of some really awesome teams, and yes, it's fun to win games and it's fun to be a part of championships, but it's to see you guys grow throughout your 4 years and then who you become after. Like, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like, that's one of the coolest things that we get to do in our jobs.
Then I became an interim athletic director, and I didn't want the job. I told myself I wasn't ready for the job, and that was a big mistake. We hired somebody that was not a great fit for Oberlin. It was actually a good thing for me, because then I became the interim again, and then that's when I was like, I'm getting this job. And that's what happened. That's how I became the athletic director. Was I put myself out there, did a little bit of everything, saw a lot of opportunity at Oberlin to create and build, and I like to get my hands dirty. And that's how I'm sitting here today.
I know that, at least for me, the path I ended up taking, it would have been great to have a program like this to get assigned a mentor to help me make the decisions that I ended up having to make along the way. So I commend the NCAC for this.
There was an opportunity to be the vice president of SAC, and I looked at Lynn and I was like, should I do this? She's like, raise your hand. And I became the vice president of the NCAC SAC. Later became president of our Denison SAC group, as well as the NCAC SAC. So this is full circle for me today. So this could be you. There's tons of opportunities to grow, and this opportunity is great. So I don't know where I would be without what leadership capabilities that the North Coast provided me as a student athlete.
At my alma mater, loved what I was doing, and I thought, oh, there's something to this administration thing. Wonder what this could look like. Could this really be a career? And so I started doing very similar things to probably what you're doing, which was spending time with the coaches that I was working for and asking the questions of, okay, if I want my career to progress in college athletic administration, what would that look like? What would I need to do? Well, they were all career coaches and all had education backgrounds. And here I was with a business background. And the last thing I wanted to hear was go back to school, get your education degree, get into coaching,
The NCAC would once again like to thank the 8 panel members for taking time out of their busy schedules to be with us and share their stories. And we would also like to thank those mentee and mentor pairs that were able to attend the event this year. We encourage those 2017 and 18 rising seniors and juniors in the NCAC that are interested in joining the Branch Rickey Mentor Program to visit the program's page on the NCAC website, where you can learn much more about what the program has to offer.